From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent. The coffin of the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, killed at the age of 86 by an Israeli airstrike on February 28th, the first day of the U.S. and Israel's joint war on Iran, lies in state in a vast hall in Tehran today as clerics, officials, foreign dignitaries, and other mourners pass by to pay their respects following his 37-year rule. Iranian state media reported that Khamenei's coffin had red tulips lined up in front of it, with what appeared to be paper butterflies hung from the ceiling. Footage and reporting courtesy of the AP. According to Reuters, Khamenei's body is expected to be taken to Qom, Najaf, and Karbala, the great Shiite centers of Iran and Iraq, before being laid to rest Thursday in Mashhad, home to Iran's holiest pilgrim shrine. Islam requires that burials are conducted within a day of the death, but because of the risks of holding a big funeral during the war, Khamenei's funeral was postponed until last month's Memorandum of Understanding was signed by the U.S. and Iran. The Guardian reports that the mayor of Tehran, Alireza Zakani, has described Monday's funeral procession for Khamenei as, quote, the largest gathering in the city's history, and estimates 20 million people will attend in person. For 60% of Iran's population of 90 million people, Khamenei is the only ruling leader they have ever known. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman, Esmail Begay, lashed out at the U.S. ahead of the funeral, saying officials have, quote, constantly demonstrated its complete contempt for genuine peace and security in West Asia. According to Al Jazeera, Begay warned neighboring countries to draw, quote, clear lessons from the U.S. and Israel's war on Iran, now in its 126th day. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf also had strong words for the U.S., saying, quote, today everyone has come to the conclusion that the military action against Iran has failed, and ultimately they requested a ceasefire themselves, according to Iran's ISNA news agency. According to a report from the New York Times, U.S. officials suspect that Israel had been plotting to kill Iran's top negotiators, while Washington was engaged with Iranian officials in delicate talks this spring to reach an interim peace deal. Citing current and former American officials, the paper said that killing senior Iranian leaders had been part of Israel's strategy from the start of the war. But American concerns about the targeting of two particular Iranian officials, Arakchi and Ghalibaf, spiked during delicate ceasefire negotiations that began in April. Lebanon's national news agency reports that an Israeli drone hit a vehicle in the town of Sadiqin in the Tyre district of southern Lebanon overnight. A second strike in the same area quickly followed. According to the report, the consecutive strikes left 2 people wounded. Israeli forces stormed several Palestinian homes in the occupied West Bank village of Makhmas during a violent dawn raid and seized 8 Palestinians, according to Al Jazeera. In a post on X, the Israeli army claimed the Palestinians were detained for, quote, chasing and assaulting Israeli settlers who had illegally entered the village a day earlier. Yesh Din, an Israeli human rights group that works in the occupied Palestinian territory, has revealed video footage that shows Israeli settlers setting fire to a Palestinian home in the village of Deir Dibwan in the occupied West Bank. The security camera footage filmed 2 weeks ago shows the settlers continuing to torch the house even after they realized the Palestinian family was still inside. Yesterday marked the 1,000th day since Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack, which killed 1,200 Israelis. In protests like this one in Jerusalem yesterday, protesters called for a state commission of inquiry into the unprecedented assault that triggered the war in Gaza. This protester explained to Reuters why the demonstrations were taking place.
We demand an official commission of inquiry by the Israeli government to investigate, an independent commission of inquiry.
And a grand jury in D.C. indicted 67-year-old former Olympic canoeist David Hearn on Thursday for allegedly vandalizing the newly refurbished Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. He faces 1 felony count of malicious destruction of property tied to a June 19th incident in which National Park Service employees say they spotted him trying to rip a new liner installed in the basin. Those are the latest Pacifica headlines. For the Pacifica Network, I'm Jesse Lent.